Jordan to the circle, puts the shot in the air. Good!
The best athletes in the world live a unique life, but what does that look like in the niche sport of paintball? So I found one of the most decorated and electrifying players in the world, and we're gonna see exactly that. All right, guys, so I am here with Ronnie Dizon.
Ronnie Dizon. So Ronnie Dizon pulling off a 1-on-2. Ronnie Dizon continuing to play aggressive here.
And we're gonna go through a whole entire life of this man just to see what exactly it's like to be a professional paintball player. But I'm not just gonna follow Ronnie. I'm gonna do everything that he does. And stay till the end of the video, and he's going to tell us the real truth about what it's like to be a pro paintball player. Let's go.
Hey.
Morning, sunshine.
Morning.
You ready to get this thing started?
Let's do it.
Let's go. So we started off early with Ronnie's morning concoction.
Electrolytes and creatine in the morning, and that's the first thing I drink. Kind of pre-hydration before we go run.
I'm gonna try out Ronnie's morning mix. We're gonna see. It's bad. I like that.
So typically I'll have my electrolyte drink, and then I'll make a coffee or an espresso.
So we enjoyed that espresso on his balcony, getting some sunlight in.
I like to get morning sunlight because it helps with my circadian rhythm. There's a fucking bee here.
Get out!
Get away!
Run! Oh, he's coming for me. And once we got done with that, it was time to introduce the rest of the family. This is Pepper and Pablo. Hey, don't be fighting. This is the lady behind everything Ronnie does. So how is it living with a guy that works out 8 times a week?
It's definitely busy, and I'm always like worried he's overdoing it, but can't stop him.
Can't stop me! Depending on the time, Stella and I go on a walk with the dog around like 8.
So Ronnie's gonna take me to one of his favorite restaurants tonight. I'm gonna have to stay till the end of the video to see that.
We're getting cheeseburgers. It's not normally what I do. We're doing it because he's here.
Once we get back from walking potato, it's time to get fueled up and get ready to go train.
This has 43 grams of carbs in it, coming from dextrose, so it's just fast digesting carbs, and I'll drink it right before we go on our run.
Does it taste good?
Yeah, it just tastes like sweetened. No.
I don't like that at all.
Oh, here you go. It's more bearable.
That tastes like a salty Gatorade.
Today's gonna be like a 30-minute aerobic workout.
And once we got done with that, we got laced up and headed to the track. It's time to get a little bit of running in, and we're gonna see how well I can do it in.
Pop those bitches in sport mode.
What are those?
Ready?
Yep. How many times a week are you running like this?
Almost 5 times a week, and then lifting close to the same amount as running. I'm also trying to go like to the field minimum 4 times a week. I don't stop moving.
So that's like 12 total sessions. And so like what benefits have you seen from doing these workouts?
So the biggest thing is just my overall cardiovascular endurance. And then when I do my speed workouts, I work on like my max capacity, handling stress at a high heart rate. Combining those with some longer and easier cardio sessions have been a good key for my training this year. My heart rate's between 134 and almost 140. So we just stay at this pace, and that's all it is.
This is all it is. Just stay at this pace for 30 minutes.
I hated running growing up, by the way.
Yeah?
I wasn't a fan. I love to run like a mile and like see how fast I could run it, but I didn't like long, steady state running.
Yeah.
Up until this year, I had never run more than like a little bit over a mile. First time I ran, I could barely run a mile. This year, and then I put down 2 miles, and then 3 miles. And then that seems like easy work to me right now. And then it's like, okay, let's try 5. And then the other day I did a half marathon. It's not hard. It's just hard to consistently do this every day and show up even when you don't want to.
How are you feeling?
So great.
Yeah?
That last lap, I picked it up to like a 7-minute pace.
Yeah, I was about to say you were moving.
The next thing we need to do is get back to the house and hit the cold plunge.
The what?
That's what I meant by cold plunge, Matt.
What are we at right now?
49 circulating 46.
How long are we gonna be in here for?
I'm gonna do 3 minutes.
What's a good time for me?
Let's go for a minute. If you can go more, you go more.
And now the moment that I was dreading, it was my turn.
All right, so as you're lowering yourself in, long exhale, done, come up, and then the biggest thing is controlling the exhale. Out as you go down.
Out.
As you go down. There you go. Breathe out, long exhale. There you go.
I was freaking out. I was not ready for this, but luckily Ronnie was there to help me, guide me through it, and you can kind of see the moment when I finally let out that breath of air, got it under control, and then let the time begin.
You're already over a minute in. Want to do 2 minutes?
Yeah. Am I winning, Dad?
All right, you're at 2 minutes.
Okay, I'll just do 3.
See, that's what happens.
Yeah.
I think you're at 3 already.
I'm not gonna let y'all see the rest because when it gets cold, things get tight.
Once we were finally done with the cold plunge, it was time to get some food in us. So Ronnie typically has a protein shake right after he gets done with his run. Your boy is a little bit lactose intolerant, so luckily Birdman came through. Some vegan protein, I'm gonna be using that. Protein's important, right, Ronnie?
Yeah, protein's essential, man. If you don't get enough protein, there's a lot of data that shows that you will be a little bitch. Oh, sorry, this is supposed to be PG.
And then he introduced me to his breakfast. For this, we had 2 eggs on 2 pieces of sourdough toast, and then we finished it off with a yogurt bowl that had Greek yogurt, granola, berries, and honey.
Just 2 shirtless dudes eating yogurt bowls.
Oh yeah.
Once that meal was down, it was time for training session number 2, and we were packing up and heading to the paintball field for this one. All right, so now we're out here at the field. Obviously, like being a professional paintball player, it takes a lot of like skill, and so the only way you can really get that is from shooting your paintball gun. So we're out here at the field. Ronnie, like, how does a usual drill day look for you, and like how many times are you going?
Minimum 4 times a week. So 2 drill days, 2 days to go put points.
What are we doing today?
We're doing some accuracy drills.
We're gonna do the accuracy day with Ronnie. We're gonna throw a little bit of challenges in. See who's more accurate. Can I beat Ronnie in some of this? And then we'll play some one-on-ones. So y'all let me know down in the comments. Who do you think's gonna win in one-on-ones?
Matt's got me beat, dude.
Me or Ronnie? Me or Ronnie? Y'all gotta stay and figure out. Let's go. Okay, so the first drill had to be one of the hardest drills of the entire day.
So you have your target downfield, right? And what you're gonna do is you're just gonna throw a low, a medium, and a high shot.
Okay. But there's a twist. If you miss one shot, you have to restart the whole entire drill. And I was convinced that Ronnie would take this, being that it was his drill. But I had done a lot of practice on my snap shooting, and it was time to see if it was all worth it. Hit. You skimmed it. Let's go. All right, now I've got to go through all of that.
He's gonna get it done, and then I'm gonna have to go again. Let's go. Nice. Shimmy it out, baby. Nice. Nice. Finish it. Nice, dude. Fuck yeah, man.
Oh. Okay, so I was feeling good with my left hand, and it was time to see if I could do the same with my right hand. And while 59 seconds seemed like a great time for Ronnie to beat, it was nothing for him. He definitely blew me away with this on 11 seconds, but it was time to go on to the next drill. And since this one took a toll on our bodies, it's time to slow it down. But Ronnie can't make anything easy.
Our sport is a shooting sport, and it is about accuracy. And when I say it's an accuracy day, it's aim small, miss small. It's about making sure you're able to hit targets on your first ball. So what we do is with these 4 poles, and you have to hit each pole, and every time you miss, you have to go back to the first pole. So you have to hit all 4 shots in a row.
I'm very confident in my aim, so we're gonna set a little bet. Who can finish this first? Is it gonna be Ronnie or is it gonna be me? Let me know down below, but I've got my money on me. Let's see how it goes. Now it was my turn.
It's hard.
My mojo off. Oh, Jesus.
Nice, dude. Fuck yeah. Let's go.
It was time for the last challenge, and this one was going to be a true test of skill. It was one-on-ones, and I was holding up pretty well up to this point. So the real question was, will my accuracy help me beat Ronnie?
Go.
I lost 2 quick points, but I did not give up hope, and I was mentally at a spot where I knew if I just tightened up a little bit, I could give Ronnie a run for his money.
Go.
So I definitely gotta say that Ronnie beat me on that one, so we're gonna give him the dub. So I did not win that last one, but it felt good that I was able to hang in there with someone like Ronnie. On that note, we finished up at the field, and on the ride home, me and Ronnie shared some protein bars, and then we got home and got ready for the one thing I think Ronnie was the most excited for the entire day. Oshaval is one of Ronnie's favorite restaurants to bring people, and it's world famous for its cheeseburgers. So we started off with the bacon, and I have to say this stuff was excellent, and Ronnie enjoyed it a lot too, as you can tell. After that, we went over to the cheeseburger. I got a double, but it's actually 3 patties, which is pretty insane, and we got some fries to go along with it.
This is what Ronnie's been talking about for so long, so cheers.
This burger tasted like an old-fashioned burger, but the meat melted in my mouth. I love this to death, and I have to say I was very, very happy that Ronnie brought me here.
This banging.
Oh my God, this is a great segue.
Yeah, I know. This is what I was going to tell you.
Look at
Lone Wolf.
this. Big thanks to the sponsor of today's video.
Lone Wolf. Paintball.com. Make sure you guys shop there.
Hey guys, if you need any of your paintball gear, whether it's a new marker or just some arm pads, guess what? The sponsor of today's video, Lone Wolf Paintball, has got you. So they carry everything in there.
Just shop Lone Wolf.
They're the best place to go for paintball gear. So if you need any of it, go check it out. And you can use the code GYMRAT to save yourself 10% on select items. A big shout out to Lone Wolf. After that awesome dinner, we got home and I finally got to sit down with the man and ask him the real questions about what it's like to be a professional paintball player.
Yo, what's up guys? Ronnie Dizon here from Houston Heat. I grew up in a small town called Tinley Park in the south suburbs of Chicago. I've been playing professional paintball since 2012 was my first pro season. So I've won 3 World Cups and a World Championship. I've gotten an MVP for overall at the Texas 2018 events. I think I've put roughly about 90,000 hours into dedicating my life to paintball. I have missed almost every family member's birthday. I've missed my girlfriend's birthday every single year. The thing that keeps me going within the sport of paintball is like, it's rare to have an opportunity like this, you know, especially on Houston Heat, one of the greatest funded teams, you know, maybe in history of paintball. Definitely appreciative of like what the Smith family and, you know, the fans and the team has done for me. It's just one of those opportunities where it's just scarce, having the ability to say that I play paintball professionally and make it a career. It's beautiful to say, and I want to just cherish every single day, and that keeps me grateful. I think the biggest thing about paintball being a career is like, it's difficult for me to sit here and say comfortably that like you can go pursue this option, you know, because it's a very low probability chance of you finding, you know, the success that I have in terms of like being financially stable and comfortable playing paintball. So it's taken care of the bills thus far, and it continues to. It's definitely taken care of me, and it's definitely been really good to me. But you know, I can't sit here and say that it's like the NBA where we're making millions. You know what I mean?
It all culminates to one thing. So I guess like this question is, you know, when do you think you'll be done?
Oh, you know, that is the question that I've asked myself a few times, but I mean, as long as my body's able and you know, my mind's able to process the speed of this game, I will continue to play.
After the eventful day, it was time to wind down.
Me and Matt just sat over there for the last 2 hours, just talking about paintball and hanging out. Sometimes, you know, you don't get the boys' time. You know,
Yeah.
And this was some boys' time right now.
And I'll be honest, this was probably my favorite part of the day because me and Ronnie got to spend some personal time together. Since we're both high-level athletes that make content, we had a lot of things in common. And this was probably the most genuine time that I got to spend with Ronnie. I think the things that a lot of people lose when you're looking at some of the bigger people in paintball that play professional paintball and also make content like Ronnie and myself is that we're people. All the comments that we read, all the likes that we get, all the views that we have, all the people that we see, we do have genuine connections with. And so it was cool to do that with somebody else who had so much in common with myself. And saying that, it was time to wind down, and sleep is one of the best ways to recover from a long day like this one. So what does Ronnie do to get the best sleep possible? All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching the video. Hey, if y'all enjoyed this, make sure to like the video and leave a comment down below what you like the most. And if you want to check out Ronnie's channel, it's literally right there. So do that. And big thanks to Lone Wolf for being the sponsor of the video. We're going to see y'all later. It's time to go to bed. And,
Where am I?
And Ronnie, just tell them to like the video.
What?
Later, y'all. Peace.